Hi, my name is Jaiprashant Mohan. You are watching Cartoq. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the all-new second generation Kia Seltos that Kia has just unveiled in India. Today is a global reveal for this car. Now come closer, I'll show you all the changes. Look at this, the headlamp is completely new. The entire front end is new. You've got these little LED headlamps peeking out of here. This is one more. You've got a bunch of daytime running LEDs. Nearly 10 of them, 5 on each side. 3, 4, 5. And you have 5 more that side. The front grille is the new Tiger Nose grille, the digital Tiger Nose grille that Kia is debuting with this particular car. This is the front grille. It is much wider than before, a full 30 mm wider. The front bumper is also new. The fog lamps sit there. So this basically is the front end of the all-new Kia Seltos, and of course the bonnet, high-set bonnet with a lot of sculpting. Let's go towards the profile and see what's changed there. So let's move toward the profile of the all-new Kia Seltos. What you get is 18-inch wheels, bigger than before, completely new design. Then you also get this gloss black cladding. It's become a trend, and Kia also has jumped onto the gloss black trend here. And as you move towards the profile, you get this 360 camera. Remember, this has got ADAS level 2 plus. This car's become much longer than before. It's the wheelbase is increased. It's a full 80 mm longer than before. Near the door, you'll also notice pull-out handles. Again, new. For a Seltos, this is the first we first saw it on the Cirrus, and overall the profile has become longer. The car has become longer than before. You can actually notice it in the profile. It feels like a longer car. Similar silhouette, but much longer. The wheels have been pushed to the extremities, and going towards the rear of the car, what you'll notice is a completely revamped rear. You get this split tail lamps. What you also get is a new bumper, and this is the absolute top end trim. That's why you get the GT line badging, and the rest of it again is completely new. On top of the car, you get a spoiler and a shark fin antenna. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the overall design of the all-new Seltos for you. That's it. Let me quickly show you the boot space of the 2025 or 26 Kia Seltos, the all-new Seltos. This is the boot. This is the X-Line version. It looks like a capacious boot. I don't know the exact capacity, but looks quite large. And the best part about this boot is it's got a flat loading lip, so you just can load it, unload it. So it's quite easy. It's not deep, so you don't have to put stuff inside. There's a big parcel tray as well. And the good thing about the boot is there are hooks to keep your stuff. There's a hook there. You can see that there. There's a hook there. And this has got a Bose speaker system, 8-speaker system. And there's the last speaker sits here. It'll probably function like an amplifier. And you also have to see the 40-60 split. See, 40-60 split. This will add versatility to the boot. All in all, it's a good boot, but you don't have an electric boot release. It's a manual. So that is basically about the boot of the Seltos. So I'm sitting inside the 2025 Kia Seltos, the all-new Seltos, or you can call it the 2026 Seltos. This is the X-Line trim I'm sitting in. So what you'll notice inside this car is everything is finished in light blue or grey, if you can call it that, and a dark grey. This is light grey, this is dark grey. So this is the whole cabin, and you know, it's very typically Kia. It's extremely well finished. That's what you get a sense as soon as you sit inside the car. Now let's talk about specific bits. Let's talk about the steering first. A steering, it's got a double flat bottom steering. Again, there is a dual tone to this. You've got dark grey as well as light grey, or should I call it blue. There is this is basically a different color. It's a dual tone. I'm sure we'll get it. And this is very similar to what the Cirrus is. The overall interior layout and the color scheme is similar to what you get on the Cirrus. That kind of a dual tone finish. So this is the steering for you, and you get a drive mode and the traction mode. This is the top end X-Line model. On the steering itself, overall it feels really nice to touch and hold. You've got paddles in this car, and again let's talk about the door trims. The door trims, again, very nice quality, very nice material finish. Again, typically Seltos for you. There's a lot of soft touch everywhere happening. And then let's move to the infotainment display. This is they call it a Trinity display. Why do they call it Trinity? Because the driver's got an MID here. You've got the hatchback controls in the middle, and this is your actual infotainment unit. And remember, they've moved to the K3 platform, which is why they will be able to offer wireless Android Auto and CarPlay, which wasn't there in the older Seltos. So that is one big update here. Rest of it, is the typical Kia layout, very high quality layout. And let me talk about the seats. The seat I'm sitting on, the driver's seat, ventilated of course, but you also get memory function, which is, you can actually, it will remember your seat settings, and as soon as you get into the car, it is going to adjust to your seat settings. So that's one good thing. Then you also have telescopic steering, which also is a height adjustable steering. In the middle is where you have a center console. This is the center console. The gear shifter is changed. The overall layout is now similar to what you used to get on the Cirrus. The engine start stop is here in the center console, and you also have auto hold. You have an electric parking brake, and this is again your parking camera. And in the middle, you can keep your phone here. This is where this is a magnetic charger. It's a charging pad. Overall beautiful, fit and finish, and you get 3 USB Type Cs. Look at this, 1, 2 and 3. These 2 are for charging, and this is again to connect to the infotainment unit if you want to connect it. So this is basically it. Overall, it feels very luxurious, like a proper luxury car. You have an armrest here, but the armrest is not adjustable. It's similar to the other Kia cars. You've got a lot of storage here, a 12 volt storage here, 12 volt socket, but this armrest is not adjustable. Yes, it's not an adjustable armrest. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the overall Kia Seltos interior for you. And I wanted to show you one more thing. There is this fluted unit here. It lets you keep your stuff. If you don't want to use your cup holders, you can always close it. Again, it gives you a sense, almost it feels like a luxury car. Now let's talk about the sunroof of the car. I like the fact that this has got a black headliner, which means it's going to age very well. We get very few cars with black headliner. One of it was the Octavia VRS, which I drove recently, but this is again a black headliner. I really like it. It's on the X-Line trim, top end trim, and top you've got a panoramic sunroof, a dual pane panoramic sunroof, pretty large. Okay, so this is the sunroof for you. So ladies and gentlemen, let's now go. Before I forget, you get these new headrests. This is a new headrest, quite different from the other Seltos and every other car. This is a completely different, a very sporty kind of a headrest, and there's some mesh here, which is quite comfortable, and it extends a little bit. So when you're driving, you don't need any cushion, on a pillow or anything behind your on the headrest. The mesh does it for you, and this car also gets a HUD. The HUD will be displayed here. Okay, and I'm not sure whether the camera can show it, but that is the HUD. There is a HUD there. Okay, so this is basically the front cabin, very high quality, very well put together, typically Kia. Now let's go to the rear seat and find out, because remember, this has got 80 mm of longer wheelbase. Let's see if the rear also feels just as spacious. So I'm sitting in the rear seat of the Seltos. I can straight away tell you that this is more spacious than the older Seltos. They've given you that extra 80 mm of wheelbase. Just look at the amount of space. I'm 5'7", and I'm quite comfortable, and 3 people can actually sit on the back seat because it's become 30 mm wider as well. So it's a wider seat. So I think 3 people can squeeze. No, I think it's going to be a reasonably spacious seat. But what will impede 3 people is down here. Is the transmission tunnel. It's not the largest, but there is a transmission tunnel. So that could actually interfere. But slender people like me, 70 kilos, 3 people, I think can fit on this Seltos. And like always, you've got this particular thing in the middle, okay, which is going to keep you quite comfortable. All in all, the seats again feel very comfortable. And one more thing I want to tell you, I said it's got a memory function. It doesn't have the memory function. The driver's seat doesn't have a memory function, but what it does have is it has a welcome function. When you open it, the seat's going to go behind and going to let you inside. So it's not a memory function, but it has got a welcome feature. I'm sorry I made that mistake earlier in the video. And on the rear, it's a 60-40 split. The other thing is the seat is also got adjustability. So look at this. This is one position. I'm going to sit a little straighter, and now I adjust it, I can recline. So there is this recline function. The recline function plus this massive sunroof makes it quite comfortable. There's more than enough headroom here. Plenty of headroom, especially when I'm reclined. There's plenty of headroom. It's not much of a challenge because they've scooped it out. They've scooped out the roof. So there's plenty of headroom. And now there are 3 headrests as well on the seat. This seat is a 60-40 split. So again, you're going to have a 60. This is a 60-40 split, as you can see. 60-40 split. So that is going to, let you keep luggage, etc. quite comfortably. This is the X-Line version, and you get this charcoal grey interior, a dark theme. For people who like dark themes, I think the X-Line is a fantastic bet to have. On the outside, again, you'll get a matte finish. So this basically is the rear seat of the Seltos for you. And now let me show you the utilities for the rear seat people. People sitting in the rear seat get these AC vents, and you have these USBs on the seat back as well. These are USB Type-Cs on the seat back. And there's some storage here. There's a little bit of storage here. And finally, let's talk about this. This is an important feature that I think Kia has first introduced. It's a fantastic feature. It really works in India. Okay, you also get these window blinds. So this basically it in terms of what you have on the Kia Seltos. So I started off with that Seltos there for the overall exterior walk around. I did the interior walk around in this Seltos, and I'm doing the end of the video here. So after experiencing both Seltoses, what I feel is, as always, Kia's got the interior quality level really good. I think this will set a benchmark in how well put together the interiors are. The engines don't change. You get the same engines, 1.5 naturally aspirated petrol, 1.5 turbo petrol, and 1.5 turbo diesel. Transmissions also remain absolutely the same. You get a IMT, you get a manual, you get a CVT, and you get a dual clutch transmission, and of course a torque converter on the diesel. So everything is the same. What has really changed is the way it looks. It's become a larger car, it's become a wider car. It looks much better than before. A lot of people are going to admire it for the looks, like they've always admired the first generation Seltos as well. The wheels get larger. I think pricing will be out by early next month. I think 2nd of January. Bookings open today, midnight today, and deliveries will come in sometime in the middle of January. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the 2026 Kia Seltos for you. What you're seeing is the X-Line version.